To the helicopter crash carrying a medical transport team in Owen County, Kentucky.
All 3 medical professionals on board that helicopter were killed. We're just getting new information into the newsroom right now as investigators give us some details. I'm going to look at these notes here. We've learned just in the last few minutes that a helicopter struck a guide wire. It fell vertically. The flight medic and a flight nurse are among the dead. We know that investigators have found main parts of that helicopter so far. Again, all of this information coming out right now. We are learning this information as this story develops. We will continue to bring you more.
The NTSB is hosting a media briefing as we speak right now. It started about 10 minutes ago. WDRB's Monica Harkins filed this report earlier today.
Tuesday morning, the Federal Aviation Administration, the FAA, says its preliminary investigation found that the cause was the helicopter hit a guy wire, which is a suspension cable typically on utility poles. Meanwhile, the National Transportation Safety Board is not ready to release a cause at this time. The crash happened Monday evening just before 6 p.m. near Highway 22 in Owenton. The FAA says once the helicopter hit the wire, it crashed and caught fire. Owenton is about an hour northeast of Louisville. The pilot, Gail Allman, flight nurse Bethany Aiken, and paramedic James Welsh were the 3 crew members on board. They died in the crash. Air Evac Livestream says the crew was based in Grant County, Kentucky, and was on the way to pick up a patient when the crash happened. The National Transportation Safety Board is also investigating this and says it does not release a preliminary cause of the crash until a further look at the case is completed, which would take about a month. It says an investigator will examine the crash site Tuesday afternoon. Additionally, the NTSB will look at maintenance records, the pilot's medical records, and radar and weather data. Air Evac Livestream released this statement on Facebook saying, in part, "This was a terribly tragic accident and our deepest sympathies go out to the employees' families and friends. Our primary focus now is on supporting the families who were impacted as well as our team members," end quote. The NTSB is also hoping witnesses will come forward to help it uncover what really happened before the crash. Monica Harkins, WDRB News.
And we are continuing to learn more about the victims of that crash. Today, again, NTSB just giving an update. It said the pilot, Gail Allman, had 17,000 hours of flight experience when he was hired. The investigator called him an extremely experienced pilot. He just finished speaking, and we will have more from that press briefing at 4:30. A GoFundMe has been set up for James Welsh, who was also on board the helicopter. It says that he was married and had a child on the way. So far, that fundraiser raised more than $24,000. The original goal was $10,000. EKU paramedics also shared that Welsh was a graduate of their paramedic program.